author and the link to the original poster down in the description. Am I the a-hole for walking out of Thanksgiving dinner for having to sit at the kids' table? I, 24 male, walked out in the middle of my dad/stepfamily's Thanksgiving last week. I was not raised religious, but my father married into an extremely Mormon family when I was about 14. My stepmom isn't actively LDS anymore, but she still is very close with her family. I'm not close to any of them, but I'll still attend family gatherings and act civil because it makes my dad happy. This year, I stormed out in the middle of dinner and nobody has spoken to me since. These family gatherings are extremely overwhelming for me. When I say they're extremely Mormon, I mean extremely Mormon. My step-grandfather was a bishop for many years and already has 6 great-grandkids at the age of 75. Every year it seems like there are 3 or 4 new babies. All of my cousins married before the age of 20. I have been sitting at the kids' table with said cousins for a while, but this year I noticed something different. I noticed that all the cousins my age got to sit at the adults' table after they returned from their mission or got married. I am the oldest of the cousins but have not been invited. I was stuck sitting with a group of 10 to 15-year-olds I only saw once a year. I don't do well with kids and was pretty much forced to babysit them. After a few minutes of tolerating baby talk, I went to move my plate to the adults' table. I was told that there wasn't room. I jokingly asked if I needed to get married to sit at the adult table. My step-grandmother then told me that marriage is how women become real adults, so usually yes. This comment blew me away for a few reasons. Misogyny aside, I came out to them as transgender a few months ago and have been on testosterone to the point where I am obviously not a woman to anyone with eyes. My dad took it poorly at first but has been making an effort to try harder and accept me. It's really hard for both of us, but I appreciate that he's trying, so I try to meet him halfway, i.e. going to Thanksgiving. The Mormon family has taken it extremely poorly. They have made no effort to learn more about me and respect who I am. They've never liked that I'm the opposite of a good LDS girl. They Photoshop all my piercings and tattoos out of family photos. They used to be polite to me, but this comment from step-grandma was extremely intentional and pointed. I put my plate in the sink and left without saying a word. I called my dad later in the evening to apologize for leaving without saying goodbye and he declined my call. I tried again and he declined it again. I have not heard from anyone in the family since Thursday. Am I the a-hole? Edit, it was extremely obvious when I left. I wasn't exactly subtle when closing doors and leaving my plate. Now on to the comment section. Not the a-hole. You aren't the problem here. I am sorry this is the family you have. It's funny how really nasty these moral, religious folks are. Goes to show that morality, human dignity, kindness, and respect aren't really religious traits as much as they like to claim them. I'd bet anything that you display more respect and tolerance for their views than they ever will for yours. Definitely. What stepfamily did is not what Jesus would do. Not the a-hole. I'm so sorry. Your family has made it clear that they don't respect who you are. I think it's perfectly reasonable for you to get up and go. Perhaps your departure wasn't as polite as it could have been, but given the provocation, I think you are fine. There is no reason to torture yourself being with people who don't approve of you. I wish you the best of luck in finding a logical family to replace your biological family. Not the a-hole. Your dad should be the one calling you. You are his child and his responsibility, and he let you down. And until he makes the effort, I wouldn't even bother. Subscribe and click the bell button so that you'll be notified for possible update and for more stories. Feel free to check out the original post and maybe even help OP by sharing some useful feedback or advice.